We're looking at options to try and improve and enhance the value of public access in Schenectady.
So the idea was to give the franchise to Proctor's Corporation under the name of now Open Stage Media.
When the first conversations began, from Proctor's point of view, it was kind of surprising.
There was a meeting with myself, David Bucco, Chief Executive Officer of Gillespie, Chris Gardner, Nick Barber. We're looking for different options of utilization of the building at 115 North Broadway, selling the building, partnering with other entities, and the discussion led to a conversation with Proctor's and with Philip Morris as the CEO of Proctor's.
Media and the arts and theater are really intertwined. The more we thought about it, the more it seemed to play into who we were beautifully.
You know, public access has a very deep-rooted tradition here in Schenectady, and I think the pairing with Proctor's is just a perfect fit.
Just made perfect sense. Suddenly we went, wow, this is a mission thing. This fits perfectly.
Well, SAC TV is a group of individuals that have participated in the community and public access in different ways over the years. It historically has been undercapitalized and more limited in their vision and view.
But with any company, organization, you need a direction. It didn't look like it was going anywhere. It plateaued, kind of plateaued.
It was difficult to survive on a $140,000 a year budget with a building, an old building that was constantly giving us maintenance issues. There was always something breaking, something needed to be repaired. We had issues with the roof. We had heavy utility costs. It was a big building.
You know, they made the outside of the building, you know, almost look like, you know, a beautiful, you know, establishment. The problem there is you need to fix the inside of something before you even touch the outside of something. And to me personally, the most important thing at a station is your cameras, your equipment, and your people.
SAC was the owner of the building 115 North Broadway. The board and the membership had voted to sell that. Those proceeds of the money were supposed to be used to enhance public access. Unfortunately, what I will call more of a fringe group took control of the board at the end and retained those funds. And so for the last 9 months, roughly, they have taken $100,000 and done basically nothing in terms of their charge and their not-for-profit or their charter to promote public access.
There are some people who say this isn't possible or that doesn't happen anymore or whatever, and they're wrong.
Whether people's shows were going to be banned, and there was a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, and it's just all nonsense.
And you have to kind of counter that once in a while. You know, when someone says, oh, they won't show this anymore, well, that's ridiculous. This is an open forum, it's public access, and if someone brings it in and they're eligible, it'll get shown. That's what we're about.
It's an open forum here. You make a show, you can come in, drop it off, fill the proper paperwork, and your show goes on the air. It's open to the public, it's free. We encourage everybody to come down and find out about it and actually use the station to get your point across.
Over the last 5-6 years, again, it has developed into a regionally recognized premier arts and entertainment venue. And moving public access under the Proctor's umbrella just seemed to make sense and complement the activities that were already being done.
So before with SAC, everything was very low-key, and while we got a lot of hands-on activity, it wasn't quite as founded and formula-based as it is now. Here, everything is a lot higher quality. It's up to more professional standards.
The timing of this was driven a lot by the fact that there had not been an agreement between the city and Time Warner for many years. And they were extending one-year agreements, and there was a willingness on all parties to talk and renegotiate a new agreement. So the city was willing to have us as the new operator be a part of those conversations. And our analysis of both the old contract and how much material was available and how much time was available was that we could meet all the requirements that even the old contract had to open other stations.
One for education, one for community, and one for government. And what's great about that is now people can choose what channel they want to go to for what kind of entertainment or what kind of knowledge they want to get.
It's a complexity though, because from a mission point of view, we want OSM to be as broadly available and used as possible. We want it to, Time Warner supplies public access and cable to almost all of Schenectady County, and we want all of Schenectady County to be a participant in the education channel and public access and in government. But the dilemma is that for many, many years, and still now, the only people supporting this financially are the subscribers in the city of Schenectady.
So to put it in perspective, right now only the cable subscribers of the city of Schenectady are paying for this service for public access. As a courtesy, we're giving it out to Niskayuna, Scotia, Glenville, and Rotterdam. I would only find it fair if everyone could contribute into this one pot, so we could see our station grow to its potential and reach a certain success that we really want it to do.
I thought it might happen a little faster, but it is a complicated move and the resources are not great. But we did convert to all digital presenting and digital distribution, all digital inputting, all digital shooting. We converted to 3 channels, which meant a substantive upgrade in servers, substantive upgrade in the amount of time it takes to schedule everything. We've established a small studio in the lower level in Proctor's.
What we have down there is this great wide expanse that it's very simple to use. You just go down.
We have a rolling studio camera switching setup.
It's very easy because you just roll out the control form. It's this giant box that looks very high tech, and you just plug in the cameras and set them up the way you want them to be positioned, and then you can control all of the cameras and what is recorded from this simple control area box there. So you're able to change the camera angles and change what is going on with audio and text effects and everything, and it's very great because it's very user-friendly. You can come in and within a couple of hours you can just record your entire show. It takes probably only 10 minutes to set up.
We have a digital soapbox, which is a smaller scale studio where someone can come in and do a show with one tech person or perhaps by themselves.
So you don't need to take the time to set up anything or figure out which wire goes where. You just sit down and you're all set to go. You can program what you want your show to look like ahead of time, and then you can just control that from the controls there. One of the great new technological advances with OSM is their website. Because with their website, it opens you up to a whole new range of possibilities that you can have as far as applies to watching television. Is what they have here is, as opposed to watching just television in your living room, they actually stream it online, which means that they take it from the television station and put it onto the website when it's happening.
We have a little play window that is constantly running each show 24 hours a day.
So you don't need to be in a specific place. You can be anywhere in the entire world, and you can watch the program that you've made or that somebody else has made and put onto Channel 16.
Even as we think of the things that we've been able to accomplish over the last year, hopefully that is really just small footsteps in terms of the long journey that public access is going to take, and as we continue to build the value and content that's available here in Schenectady.